Happy Friday to everyone, even if it is a little wet out there today. But you know that it's still Friday. That's always a good thing, right? And you know that's something that we should always be grateful for. You know, there's two words that we learn whenever we're a kid. Thank you. Such a powerful phrase. And you know, sometimes when we're taught that as a kid, it can just simply be something that we say rotely, perfunctorily, just as a level of politeness to it. But really, to say thank you, to express gratitude, is something in my own life that over the past year has been something that's just allowed me to experience a peace and a joy that really eluded me in many ways in my life before I realized how important and central the virtue of gratitude was to achieving peace and joy and happiness in my life. Because, you know, there's so many things to be grateful for, because gratitude is really this realization, this expression, and this understanding that much of the good, and in fact, I would probably say all of the good that we receive in this life is a gift. It doesn't rely upon it. It's not something that we earn or we're given ourselves. You know, for example, priesthood. Would have never imagined myself there. But yet I'm deeply grateful that the Lord called me. I'm grateful to him for that. You know, I'm grateful to my parents and to the area, you know, Philly, where I grew up, growing up in a rural setting. It's a great way to grow up, but something that I ultimately didn't choose, but I'm grateful that that was laid out before me, and that's the way I was raised. You know, and then gratitude for, you know, the people that God has put into my life, all of you here in the Petersburg parishes, throughout my time in seminary, and even as I move on to Holy Angels, that great gift, you know, of the people of God, the gratitude that I have that God has allowed me to share in the lives of so many people. And then also just the gratitude for the small things that's so easy to take for granted, but now in this time we're perhaps learning, you know, like the food on our shelves in the grocery store. Who would have imagined that we would ever have difficulty, you know, now we're having difficulty getting things like meat in stock. And, you know, so much of that is just relying upon so many other people, the farmer who raises the animal, the butcher, the truck driver who distributes it, and then, you know, the stock boy at the store that puts it on the shelves there for us to pick up and buy. So many things to be thankful for in our lives, and that is something that can never really escape us. So I would just encourage each and every one of you to express gratitude at all times and all things. It'll transform your life. It'll give you a level of joy you never knew possible. And it's also just something that is right and just, because we've been given so much. God is so good, especially in this time. Thanksgiving to God, Thanksgiving to Archbishop Schnurr, Thanksgiving to Father Sean, Thanksgiving to just our staff here at Petersburg, who's making it possible for us to return to public celebration of Mass. It's an amazing thing. Many of you have probably not received the Eucharist since this began. It's a great gift. It is such a good thing. So let us express gratitude to all the people in our lives, to always practice that gratitude in all that we do, to say thank you to the Lord for all that he does in our lives, in every element, in all aspects. Because he is indeed good to each and every one of us, and he has bestowed many, many blessings upon each and every one of you, upon me. And I hope that you come to recognize it more fully in your life, as I have come to recognize day by day in my own. God bless you, and have a great weekend.